Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Toronto Raptors as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Tuesday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago. And then on Thursday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Portland Trail Blazers.
And that game against Brooklyn, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Here are the five for the Raptors. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Walter, and it's Barrett at the three. And for Brooklyn, down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Johnson is out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Williams at the three spot. It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Looking ahead, Brent, how excited are you for the playoffs?
Well, just fired up for the level of competition that steps up tenfold, Kevin. And you know this. We've seen so many great performances come playoff time. Teams are fired up, young guys who are going to get this experience for the first time, but it's the stars that shine in the playoffs, and we are that close.
R.J. Barrett has established himself as a guy who can play a lot of different roles. Brent, a very versatile player.
A versatile player, Kevin, for sure, and the scoring has been there, but I don't think that's what you rely on with R.J. Barrett. You want him to be a complementary player that plays in different positions on the floor to put the defense at a disadvantage. He's that skilled, and he has that ability to grow that way.
Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
And just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
On the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect. Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Now, here's quickly. Pass to Walter. Back to quickly. Now, Pirtle. Now here's Barnes. Covered by Johnson. Barnes can't get it to go. And here are the Nets. Russell looking around. Claxton a screen on quickly. Russell kicks to Williams. 6 to shoot. Over Barrett. And Pirtle pulls it down. Barnes dishes to Pirtle. Pass to quickly. Nice move. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, there's some vertical on display quickly, skying up for the jam.
Johnson outside. Back to Russell. Johnson with a screen on quickly. Johnson outside. Off target with his 3. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Barrett after Keon Johnson's bucket. Lob pass to Pirtle and taken away by Johnson. Russell with it. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Johnson the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Russell kicks to Johnson. Williams, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Barrett. Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Barnes against Johnson. To the left wing. Here's Barrett. Rebounded by the Nets. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
Yeah, and that led to a few of their key guys spending long stretches of the game on the bench because of foul trouble. Hard to find yourself back in a rhythm when you do that.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 1. Barrett with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Pulls it up. Barrett, no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Williams kicks to Johnson. On the wing, Williams. Back to Russell. And there's the drive. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
I think D'Lo has all sorts of confidence when he has that kind of spot in his arsenal.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Hurdle with a screen on Williams. Barrett wide open. He fires. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Barrett's got 5.
Sometimes you got to be patient, let the play develop. Barrett looking comfortable operating in these screen and rolls.
To the paint, here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now, here's Quickly. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Let's see some of the numbers here for Cameron Johnson.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
That free throw, no good.
You can see the focus here from R.J. Barrett. He brings a subtle intensity to his game on both ends of the floor.
Brooklyn making some changes. Sharp comes in for Nicholas Claxton, and it's Wilson in for Williams. He hits the second from the line. The Nets with the lead. Outside, Russell. And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Walter, coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. And Barrett slams it in.
It's awesome to have a guy at that size be able to accelerate and elevate like RJ did there.
Back to Russell. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Down low. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Russell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Pass to Mobo. Pirtle against Sharp. Pirtle, the pass to Quickly. Here's Mobo. Shot clock at 5. A floater, and that one is good. Quickly's got his second basket of the night.
Soft touch, just floated it up there. Nice stuff from Quickly.
Quickly against Russell. Pass to Johnson. This one for 3. Mobo with the rebound.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Nice shot by Pirtle.
I don't know how you say this in Austrian, but that's bully ball. Jakob Pirtle.
Johnson outside. Outside Wilson. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Russell. To the paint. Here's Sharp. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
Well, recognizing D'Angelo Russell has become a scorer, he's got to go back to his natural instincts to make plays. He did there.
D-Ron Sharp. At the line, one time.
What's up?
And here is Quickly. It's Barrett on the wing. The rebound by Sharp. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. Wilson the pass to Russell. Johnson outside. Johnson against Poeltl. Johnson can't hit.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Barrett against Wilson to the inside. Poeltl kicks to Quickly. And the three off target. Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against the Wizards in Washington. Outside Russell. Sharp against Poeltl. Johnson for three. And he's good on the three ball. Johnson's got 5.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Inside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside Wilson. Back to Russell. To the middle. And then Short with the dunk.
Well, when you're super creative like D'Angelo is, playing in the pick and roll becomes a really fun game within the game.
Quickly the pass to Barrett. Here's Mobo. He's guarded by Johnson. Pass to Poeltl. And here's Barrett. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Makes it off the glass. That's 10 points for R.J. Barrett.
Using some muscle there on the finish. I like seeing Barrett be active inside.
For Jakob Poeltl, his parents paved the way for him to become a professional athlete. And I'd say Brent did a good job.
Well, that's a good point, Kevin. They were doing some blocking of their own, just not basketballs like Jakob does. Both of his parents, members of the Austrian national volleyball teams, and building some roofs on some people trying to put down a few slams.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Johnson surveying the floor. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on." Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. Brooklyn making some changes. Arnie's checked in, and it's Williams in for Johnson. .151 left in the first quarter. Now here's Barnes. He's tightly guarded. Boucher. That's tipped. Master Williams. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Brooklyn.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Williams.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? He's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Pass to Barnes. Boucher sets a screen for Barnes. Going inside. The shot off that time. Nets leading by 3. Outside Williams. Now here's Lewis. It's Sharp, top of the key. 4 on the clock. Here's Wilson. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Hard to leave any player that wide open from that distance.
Here's Shed. 11 points for him in that last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
Here's Clowney. To the paint. Here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Barnes outside. In the corner, it's Boucher. Connects from three-point range.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Here's Lewis. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Nets. They lead by 6. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Brooklyn leading by 6. We've got Sharp. Williams is out there with Lewis. And it's Clowney in at the 4. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Wilson. A 20-point game for him in the win against Washington. Lets it go from deep. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Here's Shed. Lewis covering. And that one's good, Abaji.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
On the wing, Williams. Pass to Sharp. Here's Wilson. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Now we get a chance to check out the seeding out east. 4 games left on the schedule here. Taking a look at Toronto, it hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason. And, of course, Brooklyn, they're just sitting one spot down right on their heels. The Nets making a switch here. Raptors trail by 7. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Abaji can't get it to go.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Pass to Williams. Sharp with the screen on Lawson. Just 5 to shoot. Williams can't get it to go. Toronto with the ball. Lawson in the corner. Down low. Here's Boucher. The layup off target. Nets leading by 7. Lewis gets the bucket. Lewis has got his second bucket. And Brent, you hear some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And with the free throw percentage hovering around 70, he knows he has to bring that up.
And that one misses. The Nets making a switch here. Martin's checked in. And he's good on the second. Nets leading by 8. Pass to Clowney. Here is Williams. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and look at the NBA's best rebounding teams for this last month. The Raptors in second.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Williams. And Williams drops them both. Here's Shed. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Abaji. He gets it in there.
Assisted by Shed.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Now Martin. Sharp with a screen on Lawson. Williams passes to Sharp. Good. Great play by Williams to shut it up. Sharp's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now here's Barnes. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Outside, Martin botches the breakaway layup. Raptors trail by 10. Barnes down low. For Brooklyn, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Lewis kicks to Martin. Pass to Clowney. Lewis dishes to Martin. Got a piece of it. Here's Shed. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Boucher up top, covered by Martin. Boucher with a screen on Sharp. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Boucher.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Now here is Martin. No scoring in this one. Lewis with the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Nets lead by 11.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And that one's good, Abaji.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Outside, Williams. Left side, Martin. On the wing, Williams. Austin defending. 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Clowney. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night. Raptors trail by 10. Here's Shed. Pass to Abaji. Launches it. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Now here is Martin. Now Williams puts up a deep 3. A rebound by Shed. Watson the pass to Barnes. Clowney pulls it in. Clowney's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now here is Martin. Still without a basket. Sharp with a screen on Lawson. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
Yeah, they're going for the throat. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Here's quickly. Pass to Mobo. Pirtle against Claxton. Pirtle's shot is off.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now, here's Johnson. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
And here are the Raptors now. After D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. Pass to Barrett. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Nick Claxton.
It felt like RJ did a great job there of just baiting the defense in order to get the contact.
The Raptors have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
The first one falls. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Williams comes in for Martin. And the Raptors also making a change. Barnes is checked in. And so Barrett nails both of them. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting just about anywhere.
Quickly the pass to Barrett. A rebound by the Nets.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. Russell from long range.
Good job on the glass there, working hard to establish position and put himself in a great spot to come away with that rebound.
Count it. Barnes has got 6.
Inside, Barnes knows he has to fully commit. You don't finish against contact by going in there with half the effort.
2024, Brent, was a momentous year for Scotty Barnes. His first All-Star appearance.
Well, Kevin, an amazing accomplishment for such a young player, but it feels like we're just scratching the surface. There's been so much exploratory with Scotty Barnes. What I'm interested in the maturation process is when Scotty makes winning the most important thing, where he's pushing his teammates and taking on responsibility. That's when he's going to cross over into superstar.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against the 76ers.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes. And it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
Now Johnson. After R.J. Barrett's three-pointer that didn't go. Johnson kicks to Russell. Pocket 6. Shoots the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's Barrett. There's the drive. And Barrett slams it in.
You think about all the ways that R.J. Barrett is getting that scoring done. Versatile.
Johnson outside. Back to Russell.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
Sharp with a screen on quickly. Russell against quickly. Back to Russell. Fires for 3. Good on the triple. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, there's not a lot of spots, at least in the last couple years, that we've seen that Russell is not confident in firing it from.
Toronto working the ball around now. Barrett finds quickly. Pirtle sets the pick for quickly to the inside. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Quickly a young player, but making veteran reads out there. Quickly saw the opening and delivered.
Johnson outside. They swipe it. You know, whether he's coming off the bench or Brent starting, Emmanuel quickly can score.
IQ is something else. I mean, he finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting in one season. He's capable of putting up 30 as a starter or as a reserve, but it's a unique perspective to sit on that bench, watch the flow of the game, and come in and be impactful. IQ does that.
A free throw drops for Quickly. With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
And quickly drops them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Johnson. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's what makes Johnson so difficult to guard. He's got that quick trigger.
Quickly against Russell. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
With one shot.
Really known as a microwave scorer, Quickly's fearlessness is what allows him to really get cooking.
Outside, Russell. Johnson with a screen on Quickly. Russell, no luck. Raptors trail by 4. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Yeah, you could see that RJ had seen him open earlier and then got in the right spot to deliver.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Hit the floater. Rebound by the Raptors.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And Pirtle has it in the corner. Barnes outside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
One second left. And no good that time. And some good action through the first 2. Nets lead by 2. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports.
Welcome to our 2K Sports studio. The Brooklyn Nets find themselves in quite a battle here tonight.
It's a coach's dream to see the ball whip around the floor like this. They're playing some selfless basketball. It's been a thing of beauty.
Stacking the dimes and buying buckets. Okay, now we've got some time to take a look at the Eastern Conference standings as the postseason comes into view.
When I look at the Nets, they haven't played their best ball. It's an understatement. Looking a little lost and flustered right now. It's almost like they don't have any confidence in themselves.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, RJ Barrett has been exceptional here, guys.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
The Nets with the lead. And checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with Walter. And it's Pirtle in at the center, filling out the middle. Fast break Toronto.
See how quickly he just snatches the ball and then sends it away on the break.
The Nets shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Johnson outside. Johnson against Barnes. Johnson surveying the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Claxton. And they pick up 2. Claxton's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got to be thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Barnes passes to Quickly. Birtle sets the pick for Quickly. A miss that time would have put him up. It's the Nets now. The lead is 2. Johnson kicks to Johnson. And the shot goes in. Johnson's got 8. The Raptors shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Here's Quickly. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in this game. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Quickly against Russell. Now here's Quickly. He's guarded closer. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. The kick out to Williams. Johnson sets the screen for Williams. Here's Russell with the 3. He can't hit that time.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
You get Quickly out there, he's a bit of a rascal, right? Offensively, he can score inside, he scores outside. He just causes some problems out there.
Barrett against Johnson. Pass to Russell. Over Quickly. And the Nets miss again.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now, here's Johnson. After the miss from Jakob Poeltl. Outside Williams. To the wing right side. Russell from long range. Buries it from 3-point range. Russell's got 12 points in the game.
Well, you got to chase him off the 3-point line and not let him get into that kind of rhythm as Russell knocks one in.
Here's Poeltl. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Nick Claxton.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And Poeltl's been such a consistent role player on the teams he's been on. A guy who takes high percentage shots, defends with some purpose, and plays really hard for his teammates.
Sharps checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Second free throw, no good. There at the pass to Barnes. Inside, second shot opportunity, and taken away by Johnson. To the middle. Johnson can't hit. Raptors trail by 4. Here's Walter. He's got 6. Down low. Barnes kicks to quickly. Barnes screen on Russell. And here's quickly for 3. And the Raptors miss again.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Here's Russell. Back to Johnson. 3-pointers off the mark. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Shoots from 12. Back to Barrett. From deep. Hits the 3-point bomb. Barrett's got 19 points.
RJ right there, moving without the basketball, and that helps him to get to an open spot on the floor. That creates the rhythm.
Johnson sends the screen for Russell. Johnson left side. Pass to Sharp. Back to Johnson for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Johnson's got 11 points.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Quickly against Russell. Here's Barrett. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Well, the 3-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
All right, fans, it's time for the dance camp. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching.
Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. The Raptors in second.
I mean, it's about the pace they've played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Johnson inside. Outside, Russell. A 3-pointer off the mark. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Quickly against Russell. To the inside. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Pirtle's so reliable and solid in these pick and rolls. He knows exactly where to be.
Johnson outside. Back to Russell. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Johnson. A 3. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Toronto trailing. Barrett dishes to Pirtle. Quickly with it. Barnes outside. Now Barrett. Clock at 4. And it's blocked. And they'll get another chance. Puts up a deep 3. A rebound by the Nets. Sharp's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Johnson wide open. He fires. Pass to Sharp. Now Russell. Barrett covering. Johnson sets the screen for Russell. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Toronto, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Here's Walter. 6 points for him. Now Pirtle. Pass to quickly. The tray. Offensive rebound. Pirtle kicks to Barrett. Hands it from downtown. Barrett's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Russell with it. 12 points for him. To the paint. Here's Sharp. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense from Pirtle. Pass to Walter. Back to quickly. Driving the lane. Misses from close range.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Russell finds Johnson. Back to Russell. Johnson with a screen on quickly. Russell with the bucket.
That gives him his second 3 of the half, with 3 total for the game.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So for the Nets, He's checked in, and it's Wilson in for Williams. Here's Boucher. He's got 5.
And checking out the numbers for Russell, how the second half of the season has shaped up for him. Averaging about 11 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you love how he facilitates their offense. Just a terrific decision maker.
So many times it's with the extra pass, and man, he's delivering.
Shoot 2.
And he makes the first. Martin's checked in for Russell. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Brooklyn's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. The shot by Wilson, no good.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Outside, Martin. Pass to Clowney. Shot clock at 6. The Nets working the ball around now. Lewis with the 3. The rebound by Shed. Toronto's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Barrett against Wilson. Outside, Barrett. 7-foot shot, and the shot is good. Barrett's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Yeah, he's going to find a way to score. RJ sniffing out the opportunity there.
Outside, Martin. Pass to Wilson. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Lawson. And so it's Lawson with it, bringing it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's a 1-point game, and it's denied. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sharp. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so
clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And the Raptors making a change here. Abaji's checked in. And the Raptors with the ball. Puts up a three. And it's Shed missing. It's a close game here in Brooklyn. Lewis against Lawson. Lewis kicks to Martin. Over to the left wing. Wilson the pass to Sharp. Back to Wilson. Pocket two. Lewis with the three. Boucher with the rebound. Toronto shooting 37% so far in the third quarter, and they're not satisfied with this lack of offensive execution. Now, here's Boucher. 5 points in the game, and he banks in the layup. Boucher's got 7.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
1:03 left in the third quarter. They could use a bucket. It's good from long range. Ronnie's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Here's Shed, covered by Martin. Here's Abaji. Rebounded by the Nets. Sharp's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. To the middle. Oh, that's blocked. Lewis against Lawson. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Out to the right wing. Sharp, the pass to Lewis. Sharp with a screen on Lawson. Here's Lewis, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Nets haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. Here's Shed. There's the pick. Out to the wing. Here's Mobo. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. What a performance from R.J. Barrett. He has been the story for Toronto. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Raptors with the lead. We've got Trent and Watford. Lewis is out there with Wilson. Then it's Martin. And it's Clowney in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Mobo. Pass to Shed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to Martin.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Here's Shed. Pass to Abaji. Lets a floater go. A rebound by the Nets. Lewis outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
At the line, Lewis stepping to the line with 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Lewis. And both free throws good for Lewis. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Shed. Pass to Boucher. Just 5 on the clock. That one good for 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Nets with the lead. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Watford with it. Beyond the arc. Drops in the tray. Watford's got himself on the board with 3 there.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Pass to Boucher. Right block shot. Abaji sinks that one from the post.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Lewis with the 3. No good. Raptors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Abaji. And Lewis comes to help. Here's Shed. Nailed from 3-point land.
3.
And the Raptors lead by 1.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Outside Wilson. Now Watford. Outside Martin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Lewis. From downtown. Mobo with the rebound. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Toronto.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and a willingness to do that has paid off.
First one falls for him. The Nets making a switch here. Both good from the line that time. Here's Beekman. Outside Wilson. Here's the screen. Lewis outside. Wilson kicks to Lewis. Here's Watford. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Raptors leading by 3. How about this run, Greg, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Here's Abaji. Here's Mobo. Wilson grabs the board. Pass to Beekman. Watford with it. Here's Clowney. Boucher defending. Here's Beekman. Lewis on the wing. Here's Wilson. Mobo with the rebound. Mobo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Takes it inside, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Beekman. Pass to Watford. Fires the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Watford's got 6 here in this quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And the dunk by Boucher.
Now you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Outside Wilson. Inside. Here's Clowney. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Abaji. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Abaji's got the lead up to 6 now for the Raptors. Here's Beekman. Pass to Watford. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Lobo's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
Lewis outside. Watford passes to Wilson. Pass to Lewis. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Lawson.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Here's Shed. Lewis covering. Here's Boucher. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Yeah, they're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Nets trail by 8. And Jordy Fernandez has called a timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
And your next U-Net team.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, listened in with what Jordy Fernandez was telling the team. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Thank you, David. Johnson finds Claxton. Now Johnson. Pass to Williams. Johnson outside. From outside the arc. Doesn't go for him.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's Quickly. That one wide left.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Claxton with it. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shot clock at 5. Here's Russell. The 17-footer goes down. 17 points for D'Angelo Russell. Raptors leading by 6. And here is Quickly. They set the screen. Here's Barrett. Rebound by Williams. Brooklyn's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Pirtle with the steal. Barnes against Russell. Williams with the defensive effort. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Brooklyn. Johnson, the pass to Russell. Paxton a screen on quickly. Russell from long range. And the three ball is good. Now it's just a 3-point Toronto lead. Johnson against Barnes. Pass to Barrett. Excellent D there from Williams. Brooklyn's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Now Claxton. Johnson outside. 6 to shoot. And Pirtle pulls it down.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Faster quickly. From 12 feet out, count that bucket. And the Raptors lead by 5.
And quickly is made for these moments. He takes huge pride in knocking down the big ones.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Let's go, everyone. I needed to get loud in here for you.
Raptors on defense, leading by 5. Barnes against Johnson. Again, Toronto.
Got to have touch from there. Clearly, Scotty's got it.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Johnson. Johnson with a screen on quickly. Back to Johnson. Shoots over Walter. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Barrett finds quickly.
Last 2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
Barrett against Williams. And Barrett with the basket on the assist by Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists now in this one. Nets trail by 9. There's a minute 47 left to play in the final quarter. Paxton a screen on quickly. To the inside. And Pirtle sends it back.
Pirtle, a very skilled defender, using that size and length to send that one back.
Here's Barnes. Pass to Walter. Quickly against Russell. Shot clock at 6. And it's quickly missing. For the Nets, this one not looking good. Outside Russell. The kick out to Williams. Johnson sets the screen for Williams. No good from outside. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pirtle, the pass to quickly to the right side. Down low, taken away by Williams. Johnson in the corner to end the cold streak. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Wilson, he's checked in for the Nets.
R.J. Barrett, shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Faint looking very thin now, Greg, with very few ticks of the clock remaining.
They'll need something special to happen, and it needs to happen fast.
Shot by Johnson, no good. Toronto with the ball. Astor quickly. So it's Toronto winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, R.J. Barrett.